allowing yourself to have the complete, unwavering trust in the universe that every single thing will work out for you exactly as it's meant to, will change your life. It will change the way you show up, your stress levels, the way you try and micromanage everything, because you have to release control. You have to understand that there is a greater power at play, and the more you try and micromanage it, the more you try and control the outcome, the worse it's going to be. So when you can understand everything works out in your favor, everything happens for a reason, and if it doesn't make sense yet, it's because the story hasn't ended. In this episode, I'm going to help you break down how to have the most unwavering trust in the universe and how to take actionable steps to actually understand that everything will work out exactly as it's meant to. Nothing is going wrong. Nothing is working against you. Everything is working in your favor, even if it doesn't look like that right now. Because there is a version of you that understands this. There is a version of you out there that understands you can just move through life knowing everything will happen exactly as it's meant to, and you will get everything you are supposed to get. And when you can embody that version of her, when you can embody that version of yourself, everything in your life will change, because you just have to take the first step. You take one step and the next will always be revealed and always be revealed and always be revealed. And it is such an empowering thing to live like this. Hello and welcome to the Good Girl Rebellion podcast. I'm your host Izzy, and I'm so glad to have you here on another episode. The Good Girl Rebellion is all about reclaiming your rhythm in mind, body and spirit. And each week we are unraveling years of conditioning to reclaim our wild, rebellious and intuitive truth. So if you're ready to reclaim your power, reconnect with your wildest self and rise as the woman you were never taught to be, you're in the right place. Welcome to the rebellion. This episode is not about toxic positivity. It is about faith, risk and self-trust. It is about understanding that there is something bigger than you at play, and understanding that if you believe it will happen, it will happen. If you believe everything is working out as it's meant to, it is. And if you believe that you will never miss an opportunity that is meant for you, you will never miss it. This is about having embodied confidence in periods of uncertainty. Having unwavering belief that everything is going to work out in your favor is not pretending everything is fine, ignoring fear, bypassing reality, and manifesting without action. It is not sitting back and just imagining that things will work out in your favor. It is about taking aligned action, moving even when things feel uncertain, trusting your ability to handle whatever outcome comes your way, believing that you'll adapt no matter what situation you find yourself in, and detaching from needing control from the outcome. It's about the detachment of what you think is going to happen, and knowing that okay, you might not get the scenario that you've imagined in your head, but if you don't, it's because something better is coming. And if you don't, it's because there is a better plan waiting for you. And if you don't, it's because maybe that person wasn't supposed to be in your life, or that job, or that destination, or that country, or that home, or whatever it is that isn't going your way. Something better is coming. It's about knowing that everything will work out exactly as it's supposed to. Because unwavering belief isn't about knowing the outcome. It's about knowing you will meet whatever outcome comes. It's about knowing that you'll meet it with grace, you'll meet it with confidence, you'll meet it with bold braveness, because you can, because you don't need anything else. All you need is yourself. So anything that comes into your life, anything that you lose from your life, it's all part of the plan. But so many of us struggle to trust the unknown because we struggle with the fear of failure, the fear of embarrassment, the fear of wasting time, the fear of judgment, of regret, of uncertainty. We fear the fact that everything isn't going to go to plan, when if we just release the plan, everything happens exactly as it's supposed to. Because the brain and the nervous system will always choose safety. It will always choose comfort over discomfort. Your brain and your nervous system will always choose familiar discomfort over unfamiliar comfort. If you're trying to push yourself out of your comfort zone, it will feel so hard because your body doesn't want to do it. Your brain doesn't want to do it. It wants to stay where it's safe. It wants to stay where it's known. But this is your challenge to keep pushing. This is your challenge to know that you can't always know the outcome. And sometimes not knowing the outcome is the best gift you can ever be given, because everything changes when you begin to trust, because you stop overthinking every single decision. You take faster aligned action. You recover quicker from things that may have once been setbacks. You become less emotionally attached to the outcome, and you become more resilient to whatever life throws your way. Everything in life will shift because more opportunities come, because you are more likely to act on them. You meet more aligned people who actually align with who you are and who you want to be in your life. You stop self-sabotaging before you start, and you expand what once was normal to meet new people, to expand your normal and expand what it is you can ask for in this life. This is something that I have experienced myself firsthand in this last week, where I am currently living in the Sunshine Coast in Australia, and I'm looking for somewhere to live. And I have been looking at so many places. I've been sending inquiries. I've been applying for places and I didn't get them, or I decided not to take it. And I was in the shower the other day and I was like, it's nothing's going right. It's not going to happen. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm not going to find somewhere. Why didn't I get that place that I wanted? And I just started to spiral. And then I just stepped back and I looked at it from like an outside lens, and I was like, hold on a minute. No. I don't need to think like this. I don't need to worry. I don't need to spiral. I don't need to overthink it, because whatever's meant to be will be. Wherever I'm supposed to live, I will end up living. And I won't know it until I know it. And once I'm there, I will understand. And now I'm here, I can look back and I understand that I didn't get the places that I wanted because I wasn't supposed to be there. Once you can take yourself and detach yourself from a certain outcome and understand that whatever happens, it's always how it was supposed to go. As long as you tap into your intuition and you ask yourself if these things truly align with you, you don't just act because you think it's what you should do, because people are telling you that's what you should do. If you act with your own pure intention and in alignment with what you truly want, everything will unfold as it's supposed to. And everything did unfold as it's supposed to. I got the room in the place I really liked with my own bathroom for a price that is much better than what I was going to pay in other places. So everything worked out exactly as it's supposed to. Another example is last year, I was supposed to travel with my ex. I went out to meet him in Southeast Asia. We broke up. And I could have spiraled. I could have allowed that to be the end of my traveling experience, but I wasn't. I was like, right, okay, I'm going to go to Bali. I'm going to live out my hot Bali single girl summer and just see where life takes me. Through that journey, I met a girl from Australia who I'm now living with here on the Sunshine Coast. I couldn't have seen where all of these things, all these redirections were going to take me until I was here. And I wouldn't have got there unless I had complete unwavering trust in the universe that everything is going to work out exactly as it's supposed to. I don't have to micromanage. I don't have to overthink it. I don't have to push for a result and for an outcome. It will come. I just have to sit back and allow it to unfold as it's supposed to. Take aligned action and everything will be as it is supposed to. And these are some ways, practical and embodied ways, that you can allow yourself to build this unwavering trust with the universe. Allow yourself to build this unwavering trust that everything will happen exactly as it's supposed to. Start collecting evidence of your resilience. Look back at where things went wrong and where you actually followed the path, picked yourself back up and just allowed yourself to flow with what was unfolding. Because when you understand that actually, no, I did that, I managed to get over that hard thing, I did it, and you can keep that in your kind of record bank of resilience, you'll understand that whatever comes your way in the future, you can also deal with that. Allow yourself to take smaller risks daily. Allow yourself to stand up for yourself when something doesn't feel aligned. Allow yourself to make decisions faster, to tap into your intuition, to know what you truly want so you can snap a decision. As Florence Given says, if it's not a fuck yes, it's a fuck no. Practice discomfort in small doses because nothing good comes from your comfort zone, and make choices and take action without over planning things. Allow yourself to jump in at the deep end and understand that actually you can swim. You're not going to sink. Detach from a perfect outcome. I will say this again. Detach from the perfect outcome you have spiraled in your mind, the one you've created, the one that you've created every single outcome, every single aspect, every single thought and feeling you're going to have. Detach from it, because there's a very high chance it's not going to go that way. There's a very big chance it's going to be better. So allow yourself the grace and the space to be flown and pushed in a way that is going to allow this outcome to be better than you could have ever imagined. Because when you understand that it's not about the outcome, it's not about what happens, it's about the experience you have in getting there, your whole mindset will change around taking action and redefining success as expansion, not perfection. You need to do breath work, meditation, somatic practices. Bring your awareness into your body. Bring your awareness into the present moment. Allow yourself to think and feel and understand how uncertainty shows up in your body. What triggers you? How do you feel? When you are being triggered, what happens? It's like sometimes I notice my pupils dilate or I start to get a bit clammy. Understand what your bodily functions are when you are starting to get triggered, and understand that you can actually feel them, you can sit with it, and you can understand that nothing bad's going to happen. You can breathe, you can bring yourself back into the awareness, you can allow yourself to talk yourself off that ledge, unspiral, because your nervous system is telling you something dangerous is about to happen, when most of the time it's not. And a regulated nervous system makes risk feel possible rather than dangerous. And finally, start acting like the version of yourself who already trusts life, who already understands that everything is going to happen in your favor. Everything is going to unfold exactly as it's supposed to, and allow yourself to be that version of you that has unwavering trust in the unknown. Is there a decision in your life right now? Is there one choice? Think of something. I know you can. I know I'm talking to you, and you have something on your mind right now that you are thinking about, that you really, really want to control the outcome of. I am challenging you to release it. I'm challenging you to just think to yourself, do you know what? I'm not going to control the outcome. I'm just going to allow myself to act as I feel I should in each and every moment. I'm not going to overthink it. I'm not going to overanalyze it. And it's all going to unfold exactly as it's supposed to. And then when it all goes exactly as it was supposed to, I want you to comment on this episode and tell me what happened and how it unfolded. Because if you are listening to this episode, you are not the type of woman who shrinks her desires to feel safe, who waits for permission to act, and who delays choices and actions until they feel ready. You do not need external validation to act. You know that you can dream big, you can have unwavering trust that everything is going to work out exactly as it's meant to, and then you just take the step, you take the action, and you know that it will all go exactly as it is supposed to. Everything will go to plan. Because you do not need certainty in order to begin. You do not need guarantees in order to grow, and you do not need to know the whole path and the whole staircase to take the first step. Because you know you have the unwavering belief and trust in yourself and the universe or God or whatever it is that you call upon, to know that you can handle whatever comes your way. You can handle the version of you that you're going to become. You can handle any scenario, any setback, anything with grace and presence and magic. You have everything within you need to have unwavering trust in the universe. Because all you have to do is release the conditioning that tells you that you need a plan, because you don't. Take the first step, and I promise you, you will be rewarded. Thank you so much for listening to the Good Girl Rebellion podcast. If this episode resonated with you, make sure to share it with the guys and girls who also need this little boost of fire to understand that having unwavering trust in the universe is one of the most liberating things you can do. Releasing your vision and releasing your detachment to an outcome is so empowering. Living in the present moment, taking aligned action and living out your soul's true purpose and doing exactly what you feel like doing in each and every moment is one of the best ways to live. So make sure to share this with the guys and girls who need to hear it the most, and make sure to follow the podcast and subscribe wherever you are listening or watching, and come and find us on Instagram at The Cyclica for more menstrual cycle education, embodiment practices and nervous system regulation. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you again next week. All my love as always. Mwah.